All right, joining me now to continue this conversation is Virginia Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin. Governor, it's great to see you here today. You know, I was thinking about you. I think it was 20 years, 25 years at the Carlyle Group. You came from the Wall Street World Private Equity Investor Group. Governor, a lot of your friends, just like all the economists and other investors, had to been going, this tariff stuff's not going to work. It's going to lead to inflation. I can tell you that a lot of my friends said that who are in that business. And yet they're all continuously, right now, at least in the short term, being proven wrong by President Trump.
Yeah. Well, Will, first of all, thanks for having me. And I think today's GDP numbers really do underpin the fact that what the president is doing is working. And when you pick apart the GDP number, you, of course, see that the consumer is strong. That's driven by solid job growth. You also see that businesses are investing, and he's reversed these imbalanced trade agreements that we've had for decades. And we could see this coming. I will tell you, months ago, I found myself defending the fact that we thought that the president would strike trade deals, he would accomplish his economic agenda, and we would see a great resurgence in the economy. And that's exactly what's happening. We're seeing it in Virginia. Listen, we just closed our fiscal year, and we had a $2.7 billion surplus over last year's forecast, driven by a strong economy. And we were accelerating down the stretch with nearly a $600 million surplus in the last quarter. I mean, this is a very strong moment, and Virginia's benefiting from it. The nation's benefiting from it. And we'll 100% agree the progressive left can do nothing other than say that it's not working when it really is. And I guess the reality is the open border and boys and girls sports weren't working out for them, so they're really struggling to come up with another narrative.
It appears to be rooting against the American economy. You brought up your surplus in Virginia. You said $600 million in the last quarter. I'm curious what you think. First of all, you have experience in Virginia. What do you do with the surplus? So I'm going to ask you, what do you think of the ideas of this tariff revenue coming from President Trump and Senator Josh Hawley? The idea of a rebate to Americans. We need to say, on the other hand, we have an annual deficit and a $36 trillion debt. Should that money not go towards essentially paying down what we owe?
Well, let me begin with Virginia. We've just finished our fourth year with a big surplus. We've had $10 billion of surplus revenue during our four-year term, and that's enabled us to have $9 billion of tax relief going back to Virginians. We've also had record investment in education and in law enforcement and, of course, in behavioral health. That's also allowed us to attract an extraordinary amount of investment, $125 billion of capital commitments from businesses expanding and moving to Virginia, and we've had record hiring as a result. So, listen, this virtuous cycle works. I think what President Trump has been focused on is generating revenue so he can balance the budget. And I've heard him speak about that over and over and over again. His external revenue is really beginning to demonstrate that we can, in fact, have a reset in trade balance and trade relationship with countries that have been taking advantage of us. The deal that he cut with Japan last week and Europe this week, and once again emphasizes the fact that these countries want to do business with America, and we are seeing the benefit from that, Will. I mean, literally, after he struck his deal with the UK, I was in the office, senior offices of AstraZeneca shortly thereafter. 33 days later, they announced a $50 billion commitment to build plants in the United States, the largest portion of which will come to Virginia. And so this is working. And what we're seeing is the benefit of rebalancing these unfair trade practices and bringing investment to America benefit Americans. And I'm doing everything I can to get as much to Virginia as I possibly can.
Sounds like you're getting a lot of that to go there towards Virginia. I have to pivot quickly here, Governor, from all these positive stories to a negative story out of your state. City of Danville, a city councilman, Lee Vogler, was apparently at a magazine office, I believe, where he worked. Man comes in, attacked Vogler, set him on fire, apparently. And apparently this attacker is already in custody, say the officials in Danville. But I want to get your reaction to this really, really disturbing story in Danville.
Well, there is no place in Virginia, there's no place in America for atrocious acts of violence like this. My understanding is that this had to do with a personal disagreement, is what the law enforcement community has just recently released. But that doesn't matter. the bottom line is there is no place for violence like this. And we're seeing it more and more and more, where we're seeing folks actually commit just horrific acts of violence, and it is unprecedented, I believe. I think it is a result of years and years and years of lax law enforcement. And we once again saw it in Virginia. When I came in, we had a 20-year high in murder rate. And guess what? We have backed the blue. We have put more cops on the street. We are arresting the bad guys. And guess what? Murders go down by 30%. So I do believe that there was this permissive culture of allowing violence like this to go unchecked. And I'll tell you, we're going to hold this gentleman fully accountable for this atrocious act.
All right. Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia, thanks so much for being with us here today. Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.